All right, well, just thought I'd do a little update here just to kind of maintain my presence. It's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video, but things have slowed down a little bit. I'd say like in the last couple of weeks, things slowed, finally did their winter slowdown, but I don't actually think that's going to last very long just because the lighting in here is very good for January. It's been very good. The temperature's been like pretty perfect and the humidity has been too, so maybe the photo period went down for a little bit in early January, but I mean, things seem a little different this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if things start picking back up within the next couple of weeks. So without further ado, I'll just go ahead and highlight some cool new happenings in the greenhouse. Here is my jacklinier. I finally cut the mother plant because it just kind of looked crappy and it was had never done well, and the basal growth looked much better. It was already bigger than the mother plant, and it was putting out nicer pictures. So I just thought it would probably be better to just go ahead and cut that and let the basils grow in. And here's Nepenthes jam van, long vine now. Here's a little upper, little yellow-green upper pitcher. Really cool, especially in contrast to the lower pitchers and all the basal growth down there. Yeah, this one should really come into its own this year and become like a show and sale worthy plant. It's pretty portable, unlike a lot of my other plants. Now, I'm kind of wondering what the rest of the upper pitchers will look like if they continue to be small and green like this. So I was kind of under the impression that this might have been an upper pitcher, or maybe it was an intermediate. Anyway, not really sure. We'll just have to, stay tuned and find out. And then the Nepenthes inermis is going to pop its first offshoot pitcher right here. And it's got a couple nice ones at the moment. And it's flowering. Flowering, I believe, male. I really was hoping it to be female, but I don't think it is. But yeah, so I'm hoping to do a back cross with Nepenthes piriformis. That's someone who was flowering online. So, and here is Nepenthes Rob Cantley. Finally, really surging back from what happened with it last year. So that's the biggest picture it's ever put out for me, I mean, even in all the years prior. And I've had this thing for a very long time. So I'm really, really happy with this. This is nice and tall on top of being stocky, really flared, great color. I am so excited about this, that it's now really maturing and starting to put out the big pictures that, it put out some decent sized pictures a few years ago, but it was never quite like this. I mean, this is showing that it's actually going to start becoming seriously good size. And then there's the other one. So I'm excited to see it color up. These, really go through some cool color stages. And this is a Borneo Exotics 3.5, I think 1.7. So, and I got this in July 2018, so a long time ago. Raja Loevichia's newest picture here. Just like one of the best ones ever put out. Not the biggest, but definitely one of the best. Just absolutely beautiful color, shape, and features. And the picture on this coming leaf should be huge. With the photo period coming up, this one definitely makes bigger pictures in spring and summer. And that's a leaf jump. And yeah, this one's about to start getting absolutely spectacular. So I'm excited for that. Let's see. Here's Vicia Loei Quasset Ward Sienna that I always show. And then there's the intermediate. Really weird, but super cool. So cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if the intermediates stay like this or if they get a little more color in the spring and summer with more light. But yeah, that's the lower right here. Really big, super large picture. Super cool. And yeah, it's probably gonna start vining within the next year now that it's putting out intermediates. And there's Argentii, has a little basal coming, and still holding on to that picture. It's really recovering from that accident it had, so I'm happy with that, but it definitely got stressed. Not like that one bit. Ventricosa Cross Attenbury, no pictures on it right now. It should, but it doesn't. It does have a couple basals. I'm gonna leave those on the plant for the time being. And here's my Vici from Carnivoro. Got some caterpillar damage on that newest leaf, but it should be fine. It's gonna picture on that leaf too, so it's not too upset, but I would rather not have that damage on my plants. Caterpillar's been really annoying. Here is Raja Burbigiae, and that Basil leaf is absolutely huge. Big leaf jump there. I'm expecting the biggest pictures it's had on the basil growth this spring. And next to it is Raja jacklinier, so sharing a mother parent. Little red gem-like picture, super cool. One of the few left from the Grex that Jeremiah Harris released back in the mid 2010s. Putting on some size now. Finally really settled in this year and starting to grow well. Really happy with that. Got these lowii. Let's see if I can. Tough. For some reason the lid's kind of shriveling. I don't know why, but I mean the plant's well watered and it has good looking new growth too. Got a little stressed over the summer, got a little hot or something. Wasn't looking its absolute best, but it looks like it's coming back pretty strong now with that new growth. One of my few remaining heliumphora. This is the Saracenoides minor cross burgundy black, and it's somehow still doing good despite all the other ones, just bombing out. And here's Rubigia vici mollis behind a spider web. Need to clear that thing out, but I'm one of these weird people that feels bad for the spider when you tear down its web. So I don't like to do that. But it's kind of a nerdy thing about me. I suppose a lot of Nepenthes people probably have those kind of quirks. But here's the picture. Just looks like mollusk basically. Yeah, just got this one in 2020 in the summer. Put on a lot of size. Big leaves now, or leaves, almost leaves. Let's see. Back here, Veitchii, looking good. Kind of hard. It's been really obscured with the glandulifera fipiata. There's a lot of new growth on this Veitchii. And I don't know if, I can't even really tell if there's new pictures coming, but cool little surprise. Speaking of glandulifera fipiata, is a nice flower on this guy. I was waiting for this guy to flower for, a long time, and it's got a nice male flower right here. Beautiful, beautiful plant. One of my prized ones. Big long vine, and I got this in 2020. It's a Red Leaf Exotics import, and I cannot wait to start breeding with this. Really want to cross it with truncata. I have a Veitchii and a truncata lined up to breed with, so that's pretty cool. And here's Naga. It's gonna put out some massive pictures pretty soon. There's one forming back here on a leaf jump. This plant is over 2 feet across now, and yeah, it gets pretty dark. Maybe not black, but still pretty damn dark. Seed grown from Christian Klein. And back there it's Talengensis Veitchii Boschkiana. I'm not gonna be able to reach back there, so we're gonna have to kind of zoom in with the long vine. And there's Ventricosa porcelain from Winston. Tons of growth on that guy, really long vine. Hopefully I get a flower out of that guy soon, because that's another one I'd really want to breed with. And there's Nepenthes Talented Vision, Truncata Northiana Veitchii, cross Fipiata, cross Vogelii. Mostly this looks like Vogelii, but that's what I wanted. So let's see, zooming back in. Amata Rob. Not at its peak right now, but it is starting to vine. Let's see. Veitchii Loei Spectabilis I cleaned up recently. This one just gets destroyed by caterpillars, but it doesn't seem to mind that much. It doesn't really drop pitchers or really stop its growth much. So at least it's tough. It's a very resilient and tough plant. Truncata cross Edward Sienna. Some pitchers down here in the underbrush on the jungle floor. Big one back there. These get much better color in the spring and summer. And then way back there, well, there's Platykyla right there. There's Aescananthus kinnibalu, finally about to flower. It's from the Jeff Wong's collection. And then there's some miscellaneous sundus and alocasia back there. And then here's pure mollusk. Doesn't have a picture on it right now, but super slow, but it looks like it's settling in a little bit. And there's Peter D'Amato from Brian Spencer. Really settling in and doing much better now. Really good looking little pictures. And then here's another Loei hybrid. This is a Spatulata Aristocoides cross Loei. 2 long vines on it and some big pictures. Pictures are just kind of in tough places to film though. Here's one. lot of lid hairs on this guy. Really unique color too. Truncata Highland Red. Very gradually putting on some size. You know, really nice picture on it. And let's see, there's VCI Loei with one picture, but this one, you know, I think I just didn't get enough. I overwatered it and then didn't give it enough light last year because it was a big disappointment. But that picture is really good, so hopefully puts up more of those. And okay, hang on one second. Just my lower back's just struggling from bending over in here. Here's especially a lot of jacklinier. About to transition to uppers with this vine. You can see right here. Another one I'm hopeful to breed with soon. It's got basil. Two big, good looking pictures on it at the moment. Really thick digestive fluid, kind of like jacklinier, and eats a lot. But yeah, really happy with this. Got this December 2019. In the same order as I got that tiny platykyla back there. So this one grows much faster than platykyla. And here's specialata diabolica. Here's the intermediate, kind of striped actually. Interesting, right? You wouldn't think this hybrid would have stripes on it, but when it goes intermediate, it just gets kind of splotchy. So I guess it's kind of more just peristome splotches rather than like actual stripes. But here's a lower picture. And I don't think it has any uppers on it right now, but this upper right here died, but it's holding the plant in place, so I just left it. And it's got all these nodes activating. I will have cuttings of this, so I will let you guys know if you guys are interested in a cutting when I finally cut this thing back. It'll be at some point this year. So a lot of vine growth on this. Here's Peltata jacklinier. Really good picture on this. Biggest one is put out. Nice flared and round and tubby with really cool leaf color. But it's got the factors of a really cool plant. And that's another picture. Some more stripes on this one. And here is Loea Boschiana VCI across Specialata Edwardsiana. And really toothy, or ribbed, really good peristome development. Has a new picture opening back there, and it's getting big quick. And here is Roca Boschiana VCI from Carnivoro. It's got a little soot mold on the peristome. I'll have to wipe that off. But yeah, growing gradually. Very slow grower. But Epiphytica crossomalis. Another one, a little mold on the peristome. But yeah, biggest new picture put out. Like 9 inches tall probably. And diameter is really increasing. It's going to be vining before we know it. And you know, that's what I was kind of hoping for, because I want to see the uppers, what the uppers look like on this. Got this in I think July 2022, so about a year and a half ago, and it's just been a really fast grower as far as the actual like size increase of the plant. It's been, you know, happening really quick. And there's an Ermis cross Bonzo, another one from Brian Spencer. I'm happy to have this cool little Sumatran hybrid in here. It was a little bit of kind of like on my wish list, very just kind of a casual want, but I ended up getting one for free, so that was pretty cool. And Rubidgia VCI down there, so much growth. Only really pictures once in a while. It's not a really prolific pitcher. And what else? Oh my! Truncata got some bad caterpillar damage, but it's another one that if you catch it soon enough, it might have some damage, but it'll just pitcher and grow through it. And still holding on to its pictures from last year. That one back there's starting to go, but it has one right there. Big green pitchers. Not the most stunning truncata, but still pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, and then I almost forgot about Trismatiensis back here. New pitcher back there. Smaller, not as colorful, but you know, still pretty quality. And this plant is getting enormous, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. All of its spring pitchers dropped. This plant will drop pitchers pretty slowly, and will drop them pretty quickly. So that's the one thing I don't like about this. As nice as these pitchers are, the pitchers, as soon as there's a change in the photo period, it'll start dropping the pitcher, and then it takes a long time for the pitcher to completely fade, like that. It's been fading for months. But still just such a pleasure to have this and grow this. And yeah, that's about all for today. Just wanted to kind of maintain my presence. There's a Burkinia with 3 flowers coming up from the pups. And there's my Brizia gigantea. And yeah, I'll you know, a lot of things should be happening soon, so I'll definitely be posting more frequent updates as we get closer and closer to spring, which in Pacifica, California, late January starts to become more and more like spring. We get a little second coming of winter in like March, where it gets cold again. But right now things are going to start progressing, I think, and start picking up a little bit again if the weather stays decent. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon.